Okay, this is a introduction to algebra series, Vedic math way. It's video number A1, 3 of 4. I split the video into four sections. This is third section, and in this section we talk about multiplications, and there are various ways to multiply. First we talk multiplying by monomials and constants, by monomials, and by linear expressions and quadratic expressions, and so on and so forth. We discuss various methods to multiply. Here we have a straightforward method where we split that an expression into monomials and do effectively divide and conquer rule and effectively multiply monomials. Then we have a vertically and crosswise method of multiplications. We also have a base method of multiplication, and we use them all where applicable, and in the end we claim that vertically and crosswise is probably the best method to multiply, and we use that. And there is also an example for moving multiplier method. Yeah, sure, hope you enjoyed. Hey, let's continue. Here are some sutras I worked out for the algebra, and they apply to monomials. Monomials are part of polynomials with only one term. Okay, let's continue here. Add. If you're trying to add two monomials, if the flags are same, that means powers are same, we add the numbers, and number mean we add the coefficients of the two terms. Let's continue. In subtraction, in two monomials separated by minus sign, if the flags are same, that means same power, subtract the numbers, which is would subtract the coefficients. Same thing in multiply. If flags, add the flags and multiply numbers. Number mean multiply the coefficients. So we add the two flags, two powers, values, and multiply the two coefficients. In division, divide with we subtract the flags, subtract powers, and divide the numbers. So we subtract the flag of the divisor from that of the dividend. We divide the coefficient of the dividend by that of the divisor. Okay, let's continue here. So go to next section here, which is a multiply. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's go do some multiplications here. Sutra is add flags and multiply numbers. Uh, Flags are the power value and numbers are coefficients. So let's see what I mean by when we're trying to multiply monomials, let's say called single terms, we add flags and multiply the coefficients. Okay, let's continue here. So let's take an example here from the number math 3 times 6, and this 3 is actually equal to 3 times 1, which is the 0th power x. Same thing is 6 is 6 times 1, and 1 is a 0th power of x. Okay, let's continue here. Now if we add flag values, there's 0 plus 0, 0 here and a 0 here, which is 0. Multiply coefficient, which is this is coefficient 3 and 6. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, so 3 times 6 is 18 times 0th power of x, which is 18 times 1 equals 18. So we can use algebra and go into 0th power of x, etc., and we still come back 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, so you can consider this to be algebraic expression of, and this is also algebraic expression when there are no variables involved. It's just all constants. Let's continue here. So now we will do another example here. 5x times 17x squared. Flag is 1 here and flag is 2 here. 1 plus 2 is 3, so I got a flag value of 3 in the result. Coefficient is 5 here in the first operand and 17 in the second operand. So multiplicand has a coefficient 5, multiplier has a coefficient of 7. 5 times 17 is 85, so coefficient of result is 85, flag is 3, result is 85x cubed. Let's continue another example here. 3x squared is a multiplicand and 13x squared is the multiplier. So flag value is 2 plus 2 is 4. So we get x fourth in the result. And coefficients are 3 times 39, which is 3 times 13 is 39. Let's continue here. So the result is 39 times x fourth, x to the fourth power. Let's multiply with a constant. So multiplication sutra is add the flags and multiply coefficients. Flag value of constant term is 0. That means the flag value does not change. Okay, we can add 0 to anything and it still stays the same value. 0 is my additive identity and it does not change the value of the number it was added to. Let's continue. So we are going to multiply by 3 and this expression is 3 x to the fifth power plus 7x squared plus 4x cubed. Continue here. So 3 times 3 is 9 and flag value stays same. So 9x to the power 5. 3 times 7 is 21. So 21x squared for the second term. For third term, 3 times 4 is 12. 12x cubed here. Okay, let's continue. So it's equal to 9x to the fifth power, 21x squared plus 12x cubed. Let's continue here. Another example is 13 times 2x cubed plus 5x squared plus 9x plus 17. Let's continue. 13 times 2 is 26, 26x cubed. 13 times 5 is 65 plus 65x squared. 9 times 13 is 117, so plus 117x. 13 times 17 is 221, so it is plus 221. So 13 times the other expression is 26x cubed plus 65x squared plus 117x plus 221. Let's continue. Now we will try to multiply with a single term here. 3x, we are trying to multiply 3x by x squared plus 5x plus 4. So x has a flag of 1, so flag value would get added. First term of the result would have flag value of 3, second term would have flag value of 2, and third term would have a flag value of 1. Let's continue here. So it is the first term is 3 times 1 is 3 and flag value is 3, 3x cubed. 3 times 5, 15x squared. 3 times 4, that's 12x. Okay, continue here. Another example here, we are going to multiply by x. The expression is x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, so we just keep adding the flag. Coefficient is 1. Multiplication, we can just skip multiplication. We just say it's same. So x fourth plus 3x cubed plus 3x squared plus x. Let's continue here. 5x cubed times 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. So it's a flag value is 3. So we would add for the first term 3 plus 2 is 5. Flag value is 5. For the second term flag value would be 3 plus 1 is 4. For third term flag value would be 0 plus 3. Let's multiply now. 5 times 2 is 10. So we get 10x to the power 5 plus 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5, 25. And flag value is 4x fourth. And this is 1 here and a 3 here. Then 5 times minus 3 is minus 15 here. And flag value is 3 here and a 0 here. 3 plus 0 is 3. So x cubed. Answer is 5x cubed times parenthesis 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 is 10x to the fifth power plus 25x to the fourth power minus 15x cubed. Let's continue. Now we are trying to multiply with linear terms here. We still do that, add the flags and multiply coefficients. Let us see what the linear term I mean by. So x plus 7 is a linear term. X plus 7 and this is my multiplicand and x minus 3 is my multiplier. Okay? Let's continue here. So we would divide that into two multiplications like x plus 7 times x minus 3 is equal to, first we will multiply the multiplier with the x part of the multiplicand, then with the plus 7 part. So it would be x times the multiplier plus 7 times the multiplier. Let's continue here. So that would be give me x squared minus 3x plus 7x from here, and minus 21 from here. 7 minus 3 21. X times x squared, x times minus 3 is minus 3x. Now minus 3x plus 7x would combine into one term. So now we're going to collect terms here. We just collect x squared under x squared column, minus 3 from x under x1 power x1 column. This plus 7 also in same column here. Then minus 21 in the x0 column. Okay, let's continue. Let's add in columns. So okay, plus 1x squared plus 4. 7 minus 3 is 4 x and minus 21 here. Okay, let's continue. That means that x plus 7 times x minus 3 is x squared plus 4x minus 21. Let's continue. Repeat that with different method here. Okay? We'll use a base multiplication, and we use that for number math, and this is the video if you want to look at it. But let's go do that. Base is x. So base numbers are in number math were 10, 100, 1000, etc. Power of 10, and here are powers of x. Okay, so base number is x. So what we do is we write down the two operands, multiplicand and multiplier, in two rows. Okay, then we drive vertical line to the right. Then we write plus 7 here. Plus 7 is anything excess of x in the multiplicand, and I got 7 from x plus 7 the multiplicand minus x, which was the base. Okay. For next line I have minus 3 here. Excess of x was minus 3 here in the left side, and I got a minus 3 from x minus 3 the multiplier and minus the base. Okay, x minus 3 are now the multiplication. Okay, we drive horizontal line here. We do that in two parts, left and the right part. Okay, for the left part, which is comes in here, we do apply crosswise. Okay, so we're going to do x minus 3 plus 7 or x plus 7 minus 3. So we would do crosswise apply the right side. I call deviations in that video I mentioned here. So right side is deviations. So I applied the cross deviations, x minus 3 plus 7 or x plus 7 minus 3. So on the left side I got an x plus 7 minus 3 or x minus 3 plus 7, which is x plus 4. Okay, let's continue. On the right side I multiply vertically. 7 minus 3 plus 7 times minus 3 is minus 21. Okay, let's continue. So we got x plus 4 on left side and minus 21 on the right side. Let's see how do we now go about doing the multiplication. Let's continue here. And this product here, x plus 7 times x minus 3 is left part, which is that, times base. Base is this one here, plus the right part. So if I do that, I got x squared plus 4x minus 21, which is the same number we got before. Okay, let's continue. Do another method here. Now this time we will do vertically and crosswise multiplication. This is general method of multiplication, and it's shown in this video for the number math. So we write down these two, x plus 7, x minus 3, my two operands, and I draw a vertical line here. Let's see what I'm going to do here. First of all, I know that this is flag value 1, this is flag value 0, flag 1, flag 0. And if I multiply left by left, I got flag of 1 plus 1, which is 2. This is my highest flag value, which is I got from left by left, okay, and which is 2. And the lowest flag value is from right by right. So this 7 minus 7 is flag value 0, and this is a flag value 0. This is a flag value 1, flag value 1. When I multiply these two terms together, I get a flag value of 2. When I multiply these terms together, I get a flag value of 0. Okay, and lowest flag value is from right back. Okay, then that means that I have a need a x squared column, x1 column, x0 column, because I would get something for x squared. I know that x times x is x squared, so, and also I know I get some constant term here, plus 7 minus 3. Let's continue here. On left, multiply vertically, which is 1 times 1. I'm going to multiply the coefficients here, which is 1. So I got 1x squared. Now I'll show you that multiplication is symmetric, so I just did a term on left. Now I would do a term on the right. Let's continue here. On the right, we multiply vertically, plus 7 times minus 3, which gives me 20 minus 21. Now the middle term here, I apply crosswise and add. So this is crosswise like this and crosswise like this. So 1 minus 3 is minus 3, plus 7 times 1 is 7. So minus 3 plus 7 is a plus 4. So my middle term is plus 4. Multiply crosswise and add, which is 7 times 1, this one here, and minus 3 times 1, which is 4. Okay, that means I got a value product of x squared plus 4x minus 21. Let's continue. That means my product is x squared plus 4x minus 21. X squared from here plus 4x from here minus 21 from here. Let's continue. Now we'll do another example here. 3x minus 7. This is multiplicand, this is multiplier, and it's split in two products here. 3x times x plus 13, 3x part and multiplier, and minus 7 part and multiplier. Okay, let's continue here. So left is 3x squared, 3 times 13 plus 39x. Right is minus 7x and minus 91. Minus 7 times 1x and minus 7 times 13 is minus 91. Let's continue here. So we'll combine these two together. X has a 39x and minus 7x. Okay? So I got 3x squared plus 32x minus 91. So we multiply them together and I got, this is the answer I got. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's repeat the example again. Multiplicand is 3x minus 7 and multiplier is x plus 13. Okay, let's continue here. So we'll do a vertical and crosswise method here. Okay? So we did 3x minus 7 multiplicand, and this is my multiplier x plus 13. Highest flag value is 2, which is 1 plus 1 here, left by left, and lowest is 0. 7 and 13 are both constants. Continue here. And lowest flag value is 0. That means I would have it terms with the second power of x, first power of x, and 0th power of x. Okay, let's continue here. So on left, I will do left by left. 3 times 1 is 3, which is vertically though. Vertically here. Then I go to right to show symmetry here. On the right, it's a minus 7 times 13, which is a minus 91. It's vertically again. In the middle, it's a crosswise and add. 3 times 13 is 39, minus 7 times 1 is minus 7. 39 minus 7 is plus 32. Let's continue. In the middle, it's multiply crosswise and add. Crosswise 3 times 13 and minus 7 times 1. 39 minus 7 is 32. Let's continue. So plus 32. So I got a 3x squared plus 32x minus 91 as the answer. Let's see what happens. That means that this multiplicand times multiplier is 3x squared plus 32x minus 91. Let's continue here. Repeat the example again. A question is, can we use base multiply? Sure, it's best to have the base same base, and to get the same base we would do a 3x. Base is 3x, multiply second operand by 3. This one has a base x and this one has 3x. So we want to make this one also, second multiplier also have a 3x. So what we do is we multiply first by 3 the multiplier. In the end we would divide the result by 3. So we would do by multiplication and division of by 3. Let's continue. So here is my multiplicand and this is my 3 times the multiplier. Okay, let's continue here. On the right I got minus 7. My base is 3. And I got 7 from minus 7 from the multiplicand minus base, which is minus 7. Okay. And the right side of second line is plus 39, which is I got that from 39 is excess from the base. Okay. So which 39 is the multiplier 3x plus 39 minus the base 3x. Okay, let's continue here. On left we apply crosswise the deviation. On left we apply crosswise, which is 3x plus 39 minus 7 or 3x minus 7 plus 39. Okay, which is either 3x minus 7 or this way plus 39 or this way 3x plus 39 minus 7. Okay, which is 3x plus 32. So left is 3x plus 32 and right we multiply vertically, which is minus 7 times plus 39 is minus 273. Let's continue here. And 3 times the product, we have multiplied the multiplier by 3 is the base 3x times left part 3x plus 32 minus from right side it's 3 times 91. We have to divide by 3. Okay. So product is we divide that by 3 multiplied inside by x 3 this 3 here x squared plus 32x minus 91. This 3 gets, we divide this 3 times product by 3, so with this 3 become 1 and this 3 become 1. Okay, so product is 3x squared plus 32x minus 91. Some exercises. Multiply E1 and E2. So first example is E1 is 3, E2 is 15x. Next example is 3x squared is E1, E2 is 17x to the power 4. Next is E1 is minus 6x plus 17 and E2 is 3x minus 11. Let's continue here. E1 is minus 3x and E2 is 7x plus 6 and so on. Okay. For more examples, you can check out this website here, or you can use the random number generator to make some more examples. Let's continue here. All right, let's multiply quadratics. Let us see what the quadratics are again. For quadratics, base multiplication gets cumbersome. It still works though. We will only use conventional and vertically and crosswise methods. So either we would use conventional method or vertically and crosswise method. Okay, let's continue here. Example is E1 is 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. E2 is 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. So highest flag value is 2 and highest flag value is 2, and that's we call quadratics. Let's continue here. So E1 times E2 is, we would start multiplying 3x squared first term of the first expression by the whole of the second expression. So plus 3x squared times 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, let's continue here. And then plus 5x times the second expression, 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. Let's continue. Then minus 7 times the second expression, 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, First of all, we know that largest flag value is 2, largest flag value is 2 of the product. Largest flag value is 2 plus 2, which is 4. And smallest flag value is here 0 here and 0 in this term. 0 plus 0 is 0 plus 0 is 0. So lowest flag value is 0. So we should have terms for fourth power of x, third power of x, second power of x, first power of x, and constant terms. Let's continue. Now we will start to collect these terms here under the various columns here. The first one is 3 times 4, which is 12, and flag values add 2 plus 2 is 4. So 12x fourth comes, we will have a 12 under the x fourth column for this term here. Let's continue here. That means that I got plus 12 and I don't have this 4x squared times 3x squared anymore. Okay? Now 3x squared minus 3x would give me minus 9x cubed. So x cubed is column here. So we would have minus 9 for this product for minus 3x times 3x squared under x cubed column. Let's continue here. So we got a minus 9 here and we used up this term here. Now 3x squared times 2 would get me a 6x squared. So we'll have a plus 6 under the x squared column for this product. 3x squared times 2. So, okay, we used up this product. Now we would start collecting terms from the second product here. 5x times this expression, second expression. Let's continue here. 5 times 4 is 20 as x cubed. So we'll have a plus 20 under the x cubed column. Okay, so we got plus 20 under the x cubed column. Okay, now 5 times minus 3 is 15, 15x squared, minus 15x squared, so we'll have minus 15 under the x squared column. Okay. 5x times 2 is 10x, so we'll have a plus 10 under the first power of x. Let's continue here. Now, so we have used up 3x squared times the second expression, plus 5x times the second expression. Now we are left with the minus 7 times the 7 expression. Minus 7 come from here. Okay. Minus 7 times 4 is minus 28. It's x squared. Okay, so we got minus 28 x squared. Minus 7 times minus 3 is 20 plus 21 and x. So we got a plus 21 under this column here. Okay, now minus 7 times plus 2 is minus 14. It's constant term. We get under this x0. Okay, we got x minus 14 here. Let's continue. Now let's add them up in columns. So we got plus 12x fourth plus 11x cubed. It's a plus 6 minus 15 is minus 9, minus 9 plus minus 28 is minus 37. So minus 37x squared. 10 plus 21 is 31 plus 31 xx and minus 14. Now let's look up again. We have one product being added up in x4 column, 2 in x cubed column, and 3 in x squared column, and 2 in x1 column, and 1 in x0 column. So one product here on the right, one product here on the left. Two products being added up here and on the right, two products being added up in on the left, and in the middle we have a 3 products being added up. Okay, so that you know symmetry is one product and one product, 2 products here and 2 here and 3 here. First, from left, if we start from left, we are ramping up from 1, 2, and 3, and then we ramp down 2 products and 1 product. Let's continue. That tells me the product is 12x fourth plus 11x cubed minus 37x squared plus 31x minus. Let's continue. We would repeat the same example. This time we would use vertically and crosswise. Again, E1 is 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. And second expression is 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. Let's continue. Now here are the two expressions here. 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. Here 4x squared minus 3x plus 2 written, one on the first line and second on the second line. Let's continue here. Highest flag value comes from multiplying these two terms. This is a flag value 2 and a flag value 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Highest flag value is 4. And lowest flag value comes from multiplying minus 7 and a 2, which is a flag value 0 here and flag value is 0 here. 0 plus 0 is 0. Let's continue. That means that we would have a terms for fourth power of x, x cubed, x squared, and a constant term. Let's continue here. So leftmost is we are the one product and they come from one column. On the leftmost column, 3 times 4 is 12 and it's x fourth where we would have a plus 12 in the x fourth column. Okay, let's continue here. So plus 12. Now we will do the rightmost here. Rightmost come from minus 7 times 2, which is minus 14. It's vertically and only one column is used. This column here is being used here vertically. So we've got a minus 14 under the constant term here. Okay, let's continue here. Now we'll come back to x cubed column, which have a two product and two columns would require two columns on left. So we'll use this column and this column here. Okay, so it's crosswise and add. 3 minus 3 is 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. 4 times 5 is plus 20. Minus 9 plus 20 is plus 11. So we have plus 11 in the x cubed column. Let's continue here. Now we will do x1 here. X1 is there one product here and we will have two products in the x1 column, first part of x. Two products from the right. So we'll have these two columns being involved, this column and this column. So 5 times 2 is plus 10 and minus 7 times minus 3 is plus 21. 10 plus 21 is plus 31. So we'll get in a plus 31 in x1 column. Okay. Let's continue here. Now for x squared, we'll use all three columns here and we'll have vertically and crosswise. Here's crosswise, here's vertically, and here crosswise. Multiply crosswise, 3 times 2 is 6. Next, multiply vertically here, 5 minus 3 is 15. 6 minus 15 is minus 9. Then here minus 7 times plus 4 minus 28. But minus 9 minus 28 is minus 37. So we have minus 37 in the x squared column. Let's continue here. So product is E1 times E2 is 12 x fourth power of x plus 11 cubed minus 37 x squared plus 31 x and minus 14, just like before. Let's continue. Repeat previous example. So E1 is we'll say base multiplication. We need the same base. For that you will need to multiply E1 by 4 and E2 by 3. So we'll use the 12x squared as base and we'll get in a multiply E1 by 4 and E2 by 3, and in the end we will divide the product by 12. Let's continue. You'll find that for quadratics and higher degree polynomials, vertically and crosswise is the best method. Let's continue. Example. We'll take it. E1 is 2x squared plus 3x plus 0. Please note that 0 here, and you better fill in the ranks of the missing term by using a 0 coefficients. Okay, E2 is minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 4. It's a quadratic here. It's quadratic 2. Highest power flag value is 2 here. That's quadratic. Highest flag value is 2 here. That's also quadratic. Let's continue here. So we'll write on again. We only need the coefficients here. Okay, 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 0 from the E1 and minus 3 minus 4 plus 4 from the E2. Let's continue here. Highest flag value is 4. We come from 2 times 2 plus 2 here, 4. And lowest flag value come from 0 plus 0. When you multiply right term by right term, I get a 0, low flag value, that's 0. Okay, that means that I will have a x to the fourth power term, and x cubed term, x squared term, x term, and a constant term. Let's continue to multiply here. Leftmost column in here, we will have multiply plus 2 times minus 3. We'll use this column here and I get a minus 6. Okay, a rightmost column, so I do first leftmost then rightmost to make sure you know that, understand there's symmetry here. And rightmost will use this column here, 0 times 4 vertically, which is 0. Okay, let's continue. Now in x cubed column, now we go back to left here. We'll have two left columns here. 2 times minus 4 is minus 8, plus 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. Minus 8 minus 9, so we have minus 17 in x cubed column. Let's continue here. Now we'll do a column on the right. We'll do x1 column here. We would use two right columns. 3 times plus 4 is plus 12. 0 times minus 4 is 0. So we have 12 minus 0. So we have a 12 x1. Okay, in the middle here, we'll use all three columns. In x square, vertically and crosswise, all three columns. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times minus 4, this is vertical, it was crosswise here. 3 times 4 minus 4 is minus 12. Plus 8 minus 12 is minus 4. And this one is 0. So minus 4 is under x squared. Okay, and so we get a, so E1 times E2 is minus 6x to the power 4 minus 17x cubed minus 4x squared plus 12x plus constant 0. Okay, let's continue. That means E1 times E2 is minus 6x fourth power minus 17x cubed minus 4x squared plus 12x. Let's continue. Now we'll do example of moving multiplier. Let's continue. So here E1 is 5 times x to the fourth power plus 3x cubed minus 1x squared plus 4x plus 5, and E2 is minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 4. Let's continue here. Let's do example from straight math multiplication example, which is a straight numbers example, number math. Okay, so we have 5 terms here and 3 terms here. So 5 multiplicand has 5 terms and multiplier has 3 terms. So 1, 2, 3. Let's continue here. So first we multiply this digit, rightmost digit of the multiplier with every digit of the multiplicand. We get 5 products in the first row. Then we get 5 products in second row from second digit of the multiplier, multiplying each digit of the multiplicand. Then we get a third row by when we multiply this digit of the multiplier by average digit in the multiplicand. Okay, then we're gonna add them up and worry about take care of all the carries required. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A might have be 2 digits. Okay, and every other digit is B is one single digit, C is single digit, D is a single digit, E is single digit, F is single digit, G is a single. Now what I'm looking for is in the rightmost column there is a one product being added up, and when we do vertical and crosswise we will do one column, and in next column we have a 2 products and they will come from multiplying 2 columns. In the third column we have a 3 products here, okay, and they will come from vertically and crosswise of 3 columns. This fourth column has the 3 products. They come from vertically and crosswise of 3 columns, and these products are different from this product. Okay? Now these are also in a fifth column. Also we have a 3 products. They come from in vertically and crosswise. They would come from multiplying vertically and crosswise 3 columns. Okay. Now we got a 2 products here. They come from leftmost 2 columns, and this one come from one product. It comes from vertically on the leftmost column. Let's continue here and do this example we were talking about. Okay, so highest flag value is 6, 4 here, flag value, and 2 here. And lowest value is constant term here and a constant term here. They both have a flag value of 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. Okay, that means this is what we're looking for. We have a 6th power of x, 5th power of x, 4th power of x, x cubed, x squared, x, and a constant term. These are the terms we would expect in the product. Let's continue here. And this is the multiplicand is plus 5 plus 3 minus 1 plus 4 and plus 5. Multiplier is minus 3 minus 4 and a plus 4. Okay, let's continue here. Okay. Sutra is vertically and crosswise. Okay, that's what sutra is. Okay, let's continue. Okay, on the rightmost, we start from right to left now. On rightmost or leftmost column, we use one product and they come from one multiplier, one column. So we'll use one column and it's vertically here. So 5 times 4 is 20. 20 is my result in a constant term here, which we did vertically here. 5 times 4, 20, and it's vertically comes in a constant term. Let's continue here. Now we are ready to, we already got plus 20. We are ready to move into the one column to the left on x term here. We'll use 2 columns to multiply. So we will get an 4 plus 4 and plus 5 from a multiplicand, and minus 4 and plus 4 from the multiplier. So multiply them crosswise and add. Plus 4 times plus 4 is plus 20, and 5 minus 4 is 5 times minus 4 is minus 20, which is 16 minus 20 is a minus 4. X1 term is minus 4. Let's continue here. So x1 term is minus 4. Here we will right leftmost but one column to the right of left or one column to the right of the leftmost is we need 2 columns to multiply and 2 products, and these are the products we multiplied, and I got a minus 4. So we got a minus 4 here. Let's continue here. We will move into the third x squared column. Okay, this is how far so far. Now we are ready to use all 3 columns here. Okay, minus, we'll do use this column, this column, this column, and sutra is crosswise. Minus 1 times plus 4, which is minus 4. Next is 4 times minus 4 is minus 16. So minus 4 here and minus 16 here, which is minus 20. Then 5 minus 3. 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. So minus 4, minus 16, and minus 15. Minus 4, minus 16, add them up together, minus 20, and then add these together, become minus 35. Let's continue here. So 2 from right or 2 from left column needs 3 products. So we get 3 columns, and the results is x squared is, we just say minus 35. Let's continue here. So minus 35. Now we are ready to move into the x cubed column. Let's find out what's. So far we have been adding a column to the left. First we did it in this column and then that column, added, then we added this column. Now at the most we can have 3 columns because 3 is the number of digits in the multiplier, okay, which is a smaller. Multiplicand has 5 digits and multiplier has 3 digits. Okay, we have we have not yet used 2 of the columns from the multiplier. Okay, now we will pick up a column, and remember that we had one product, 2 product, and 3 products being added up, and then 3 products being added up here, and 3 being added up here, then 2 in this x5th column, and 1 in x6th column. So we still need to add 3 products here if we need to, because that's what my cartoon is in. So, and I can't use these columns here. We already used these columns, but I have to keep using these columns because these columns have not yet interacted with these 2 columns here. Okay, so we would drop a column here of the multiplicand and pick up a column of the multiplicand of here. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Multiplier has only 3 columns and can interact with at most 3 columns of the multiplicand. Okay, multiplier 3 columns, at the most it can interact with 3 columns of the multiplier. These 3 it has already interacted with. Now we go to start interacting with this column and also with this column. Okay, let's continue. We will pick up a column on left. We'll pick up this plus 3 and drop this plus 5. Okay. So we just move this multiplier to the left. Now we are in x cubed column and we have 3 products to worry about. This one, this one, and this one. This is crosswise, vertically, and crosswise. Okay, let's continue here. From previous, we have 3 products in x cubed column, and the necessary results in that column is plus 3 times 4, which is plus 12, minus 4, 1 times minus 4 is plus 4, 12 plus 4 is 16, and then 4 minus times minus 3 is minus 12. So 16 minus 12 is 4. So 4 is, we have 4 in x cubed column. Let's continue here. Let's continue. Now we'll move that a little further again. Okay, one more term. Now we'll compute x 4th term here. Okay, let's continue. We have 3 products in x 4th column, and the necessary result is that 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times minus 4 is minus 12. 20 minus 12 is 8. And then minus 1 times minus 3 is plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. So we have 11 in x 4th column. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. All right. We have already computed x 4th now, and we have already used up all the digits in the multiplicand and all the digits in the multiplier. We now will start dropping columns on the right. X5 has sum of 2 products. That's what we saw in the cartoon we discussed before, and these 2 products are these one, 5 times minus 4 and 3 times minus 3. Okay, let's continue here. So we use all the columns on the right from both operand and need to start dropping columns on the right. Okay, and you can compare the examples and the cartoon we did for the straight math method. Okay, and so it is 5 times minus 4 plus 3 times minus 3, minus 20 and minus 9, which so minus 29 is the coefficient of x to the 5th power term. Okay, and that's minus 29 and that's minus 29. Now we are at we have computed coefficient of x 5th power. We have to compute 6th power, which comes from one product, which comes from this product here, 5 minus times minus 3. 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. Let's continue here. Okay, and so it's minus 15 here. Let's continue. And so E1 times E2 is minus 15 x to 6th power minus 29 x to the 5th power plus 11 times x to the 4th power plus 4x cubed minus 35 x squared minus 4x plus 20. And we'll do some exercises now. If the missing term is there, use a 0 for the term. So 2x squared is E1, E2 is 2x squared minus 5. Continue. So we're going to multiply these E1 times E2. Find E1 times E2 for these. E1 is the E2x squared, E2 is 2x squared minus 5, and next is E1 is 2x squared minus 5x minus 4, E2 is 4x minus 3. Okay, you can use 0 for the x squared term here. Okay, continue here. E1 is minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 2, E2 is 5x squared minus 5x plus 1 and some more. Okay, and for more examples, use random number generator to construct more examples. That's what I used for these example exercises too.